It's beer and food o'clock on Real Ale Craft Beer, and today I thought I would go along the lines of an American themed beer and food pairing. So we went up to Lidl's, we picked up some of their McEnnedy American way, American style snack box. In there you've got some mozzarella sticks, chili cheese nuggets, onion rings and some chili dip. And I noticed that Lidl have brought out an American IPA called Bright Lights, coming in at 5.6% ABV. This has been brewed, it's saying in collaboration with Stewart Brewing Company in Scotland, part of their Hatherwood craft beer range. So I've read the box, there's the bottle cap. I've read the box, let's get it open. I've preheated the oven. You've got to put, so you've got to put the, what do we say? You've got to put the chili cheese bites in. Hang on, let's be right. Onion rings goes in first for 2 minutes. It's quite confusing. Then you add the chili cheese bites 2 minutes later. Yeah, I'm looking at that. It's like a box. I'm just wondering. I think it just opens up. There's the dip. So, onion rings first. Quite big. Get them in the oven. So they go in for 2 minutes. Then the chili cheese bites go in for another 3 minutes, and then they go in, the mozzarella sticks go in for 10 minutes. So I'll do a bit of cooking, I'll come back, we open the beer. I'm going to quickly get the beer out into a glass to show you what it looks like. 5.6% ABV. Nice bit of smoke on the bottle opening, beer in the glass then. I'm looking forward to this. I'm quite a big fan of Stewart Brewing Company in Scotland. They produce some really good beers. I remember when they first started out as a brewery, they started to send me beer to ask me my opinion when they were a tiny little brewery. It was really kind of interesting to see them grow and now to see them produce beer for Lidl. Right, that's a look at the beer. We got a 1 to 2 finger white head, good levels of carbonation. Slightly hazy looking beer, amber in colour. But I'm gonna put it down because I'm gonna need this today. I've managed to get the food out the oven. I've got a plate to put the food on, but it's, have a look at this. Kind of like the mozzarella sticks just completely fell apart. So we'll dig the other foods out first. There's the onion rings. And these are the chili things, dip things. And then we'll try and get these mozzarella sticks out. Let's see how they do, because I mean, okay, it's box food, it's not the most expensive food in the world. You still, I don't know, maybe expect it to be a little bit better than this. Here we go, so they're all, yeah, that proper stuff. There we go. I'm fighting for it because I'm hungry. Normally I don't normally dig around for my food like this, but it is Brexit Britain, isn't it? There we go. Right, after that fight, hey, this is what we got. Try and separate it all. So there's the mozzarella sticks. Stick them over there. Chili cheese bite things. Stick them over there. Oh, and that's the chili dip. So first and foremost, let's dive into an onion ring. Bit of beer and food. Oh yeah, I'll tell you what's made that straight away. Yeah, you got a little bit of onion. It's crispy, kind of slightly chewy onion. I like onion. Nice breadcrumb around the onion. A battered breadcrumby onion ring thing. But it's the spice from the chili dip that really makes the difference. Let's try it with this beer. Let's get the aroma. I'm really impressed by that. Really impressed by this beer. Straight away, the aroma is of American IPA. It's really juicy, it's really hoppy. What did I pay for this? I paid about £1.20 for this bottle of beer in 2019. £1.20 for an American IPA. It's incredible, and it's got a really good aroma. It's citrusy, it's juicy, it's hoppy. Some nice malted barley aromas coming through, a little bit of sweetness. Let's dive in. Cheers. That's incredible. Absolutely incredible. Okay. There's a little bit of lackingness in the bitterness. The bitterness is lacking. It's not kind of like American IPA punching my kind of palate a bit, but again, £1.20. It's flavoursome. It's got lots of good flavours coming through. Yeah, it's very kind of like tart-like and sweet to begin with. Little bit of sweetness, tartness, jamminess, some grapefruit. I'm thinking the more I drink, the more I can try and pull a bitterness from it. But I would say it's more sweet than bitter. But it's got all of the flavours of an American IPA. It's tart, it's juicy, there's some grapefruit flavours coming through. Again, I'm going to reiterate, £1.20. It's not like I've spent £5, £6, £7 on a can of craft beer and I'm like raging from the rooftops because it's the best tasting IPA that I've ever had. I can't do that because I didn't pay £5, £6 for the beer. I paid £1.20. What I'm trying to say here is that you get what you pay for in life. It's January. Christmas is an expensive month the month before. If, like me, you're a little short on a few quid, then this little beer, if you're looking for an American IPA on a budget, this could be your beer. It really could. I can imagine it's a nice crisp January day out there. I can see the lovely blue sky and whatever, but if that was if that was June or July and it was boiling out there, I'd be happy to go and get 4 or 5 bottles of this. 5.6% ABV, sit in the garden, American lunch box thing, and some beer. It's perfect. Saying that, ideally, I'd prefer to like the barbecue. Here's the cheese bite thing. Oh, look at that. Green in the middle. Yeah, that's really tasty. Again, it's that lovely spicy chili kick that's doing it. crispy, lovely and tender. Cheese got good flavour to it. Yeah, it's not bad with the chili cheese, amazing. Yeah, I'm gonna have another one of them. And importantly, like the mozzarella sticks, or a bit differently from the mozzarella sticks, they didn't fall apart in the oven. But this whole box of food was £2.50. 450 grams of January pleasure, just to keep you going through these nasty winter months. I'm gonna have to try and pull this apart. Hang on. Okay, they're a bit messy, the mozzarella sticks. Let's get them in that chili. Mmm. Mozzarella is really chewy. It's all fatty and yeah, it's a good January lunch. I like the crispiness from the batter. The mozzarella is kind of like stretchy and chewy, and it's doing exactly what you want it to do. Let's try it with a beer. I've had all three foods now. The chili sauce is got a big kick to it. It's quite spicy. And it goes really well with the beer. Really well with the beer. Okay. Should we rate this box of American style snack box and the American style IPA? Every month or two, Lidl will do a theme, a monthly theme. Whether it's American night, American month, Polish month, Mexican month, Chinese month, Indian month. They've always got like a nice, very different way about them to most other supermarkets. I like the themes. I like what they do. It breaks things up. You go to Lidl's, you know, on a monthly basis, you're always going to find something different. It's not like going around some of the bigger supermarkets and it's the same old thing in the same old aisle. You know you're going to get something different. And if you're happy with that, if you're happy to try different foods and swap things up a bit and make your life a little bit more interesting, then on a budget, I mean if somebody put it the other day, I won't repeat it, but I'll kind of put it along these lines. If you're fine dining and cuisine type, which I totally understand, if you are, then this is probably not going to appeal to you whatsoever. You might have just tuned in for the beer, which is really good. It is honestly a really good beer. £2.50 for the food, £1.20 for the beer. That's £3.70. £3.70 for a big. I mean, I could share this with me and the kids. Could eat that. Me and the kid. My wife wouldn't eat food like that. She'd eat a pound full of kale. Pardon me. As somebody put it in the comments box yesterday when I did a McDonald's review, I found that quite funny. A pound of kale. Who would eat a pound of kale? Okay, the food, would I buy it again? Yeah, massively so. If they still got it on when I'm due to go on the weekend up to Lidl, then I'll buy another box and I'll make a theme night. You can also buy potato gratis things, American style, cheese things, and you could buy a few boxes of this stuff and a few beers, sit it on the table on a Saturday night with a movie playing in the background, and you kept your kids happy, you've kept your wife happy because the kids are quiet, and I'm happy because I've got some American food and a beer. Food for me gets a, yeah, I like that, 8 out of 10. The beer for £1.20, it knocks it out the park, it really does. I like the beer enough to give it, yeah, for £1.20, that's an 8 out of 10. 8 out of 10 from Real Ale Craft Beer. Please put your comments in the comments box. Subscribe to our daily beer and food reviews. Give us a big fat thumbs up. Boom! Cheers.